Hey everyone, April is Stress Awareness Month and we thought we'd take a little bit of time to talk about stress, how we deal with stress, confront stress, specifically with collegiate athletes. The transition to college has always been a stressful one. You've got different academic stressors, athletic stressors, social stressors, and gasoline that's been thrown onto that fire with the current generation is social media stressors. We're now coaching a group of kids, generation of kids that have grown up with a smartphone in their hands, grown up with social media, and have skyrocketing anxiety rates. We really work on this primarily through breath work is a biggie. A typical day for our swimmers would be they would start off the morning with some pranayama or cadence breathing protocols before they go into training. Within the fabric of our training, there's going to be a variety of breath work, and then as soon as training's done, they're going into what we call a recovery or a stressed environment breathing protocol that's designed to give them a little bit of a downshift into a parasympathetic state. And then in the evenings, they're doing a apnea protocol really designed to put them to sleep, help with that recovery. We also work on a lot of visual cues in terms of recognizing when they're feeling anxious and going to that soft, wide gaze in addition to the kind of slowing down the breathing protocol. And we also spend a lot of times talking to them about the fact that they're going to be in stressful moments. There's no getting away from it. If they're a senior that has been training their entire life, this is the last meet they're ever going to have as a collegiate athlete, as a high-level athlete. It's going to be a stressful situation. And any big moment in their lives is going to be a stressful situation. And the team really understands that they're going to have whatever that stimulus is, a response, and in between that stimulus and response, they've got a choice in terms of how they interact with that stress, deal with that stress. And we spend a lot of time talking to them and having them visualize being behind that block at the biggest meet of their life. It could be the conference championships, Olympic trials, doesn't matter. They're feeling that stress and they're picturing themselves staying calm in the face of that storm. We talk a lot about they're gonna have negative thoughts, negative self-talk that pops into their head. Everybody does, and that's not a problem. It's a problem if they sit in those negative thoughts, if they go down those rabbit holes of what if this happens, what if that happens, what if I do this. That's a problem. And what we want them to do is acknowledge they're having some sort of negative talk going on in their heads, recognize it, set it to the side, and then redirect their focus on what they should be thinking of. And it's something that has really helped us. We also teach them to pay attention to how they're acting, responding to stress. If they recognize the fact that their eyes are darting around behind the blocks, that's showing they're in a very stressed state and they're not handling it well. And first step is usually the coaches recognizing it, talking to the athlete about it, but we want the athlete to start recognizing that themselves so they can jump in there and really start integrating the breath work and the visual cues to work on that. And it's something we've really had a lot of success with, and we also recognize the fact that this is a quickly evolving issue in terms of anxiety rates with the youth, and what we're really finding that's working well now may need to modify in the next 3 to 5 years as the situation itself modifies. So don't run from the stress, recognize it, confront it, come up with some tools to work on it. You'll be better for it. Thanks, guys.